What's up, YouTube? CopperPitch here. This week we're going to talk about free-to-play in Gods Unchained. Every week for the last couple weeks, I've been seeing this player's name at the top of the list. He is one of the top players in the game, but he is playing under a non-competing player account. He created a new account where he hasn't spent any money, and just for fun, he's been crushing the weekend ranked with this free deck week after week. It's only welcome set and core cards that he got from starting up a new account. This nature deck is ridiculously effective. He's got a 75.2% win rate with it, and he had 20 out of 25 multiple weeks in the weekend ranked. And so he inspired me to actually go ahead, and I just created a brand new non-competing player account myself. And all I've done thus far is I just finished the tutorial, and so now I get to go to the temple and open up 3 packs. So let's check out what we get here, and then we'll attempt to make a deck with just the free cards that we've got from the start. I haven't created an account in so long. These are new packs. Like the design, they look awesome. I love that. Well, that was sick. Okay, so we got, this was a nature pack. So we got a bunch of nature cards. We have the Hunt, which is a great card for removal. This card is also decent. It's not really huge on the stats, but it's got regen. And at the end of your turn, you get to add random cards to your hand. This works well in an Amazon deck, but we probably aren't going to have enough Amazons to start, so we might not need that. Revivification heals our god for 7, and if we get up to full health, we get another random nature card. So I mean, this could be helpful to draw some extra cards and heal ourselves. And Firewine works in decks where you go really wide, as in you have lots of creatures flooding the board, and then you play this and give all of your creatures +2 strength and overkill until the end of the turn. So let's check out our next pack. I love this nature pack design. So good. Oh my god. Alright, so we get to remove Confused. This isn't super helpful. This is a great card. Huge stats for 4 mana. 5/5. Its only downside is that it's confused. This is a huge statted card. 6/8 for 6 mana. Canopy Barrage is one of the best removal cards for nature, so that's awesome. It can either do 4 damage or 2 damage and heal yourself for 2. And Lightning Strike is great removal as well to get rid of some huge threats. And let's see what our last pack is here. This looks like... I think we're about to get a legendary... Oh, this is War. Okay, so this is the War card design. And we got an Ares Runeblade. This card is ridiculously good for War. But since we just opened up 2 packs of nature, I'm going to go to the workshop. All right, so what we're going to do is not even going to use any of these starters. We're going to create a new deck. We're going to click on nature. And we're just going to start with a fresh template here. And we didn't get like any huge cards. We normally like 8 or 9 drops that I would love to have, like a Vine-bound Jotun or a Helion Elite would be really nice. Of course, we could unpack an Echophone, though that is a legendary card. But yeah, since we don't have those, I'm going to try and top out at 7 mana with this welcome set card, the Charging Oryx. Let's see what we've got. All right, we're going to put some best friends in here. So this is going to be, if we have lots of creatures on the board, this becomes extremely useful. We'll put our Revivification in there. We're going to go 2 Wild Hogs. This card has good stats for 1 mana. You can see it has 2/3, whereas this is a 1 mana 2/2. This is 1 mana 2/2. The upside of the extra health here is pretty big, so we're going to go ahead and grab those. That's it for the 1 mana, so let's check out what we've got in 2 mana. We're definitely putting our Canopy Barrage in. Definitely going 2 Vanguard Axewomen. This is a great welcome set card. It's definitely the best welcome set card, or at least the most versatile, can be used in almost any deck. I also like the Panacean Messenger. We'll put that in for now. I'm not sure if it'll stay. Lightning Strike for sure is going in. I like the Hunt Warden. Let's get 2 Hunt Wardens. Again, just big stats. Nature's all about those big stats for cheap mana. Let's see what we got for 4 mana. Definitely getting that Overgrown Rhino in here. Jump On is an interesting spell. We'll put 2 in here. This gives a creature +3 strength and overkill. So we'll put some Jump On in here. All right, we're definitely putting a Hunt in. I like the Tainted Treant. I like the Riled Ursine. Let's get 2 of them. And I think that's going to do it for our 5s. Let's see what we got for 6. Definitely putting our Green Giant in for sure. And I kind of like the... Yeah, let's go Hired Muscle. And now we need 5 more cards. I don't think that we want to put any more 7 drops. We could maybe put 1 more. We could maybe go Juggernaut. But I kind of want some more early games. So I'm going to go check back again and see what other 1 drops we can fill in the rest of the slots with here. So we have Best Friends, which works better if we have lots of creatures on the board. So let's try and find some creatures to put on the board. We don't have many options here, so I am going to go with the Hidden Creature ×2. And we'll throw the Conscript in here just to remove Confuse from one of our bigger creatures. And we'll put some Volatile Imps in. And we're done. And we'll rename the deck. I'll call it Animal Bond. Because we probably will play Animal Bond with this deck. We're trying to get Best Friends to be enabled. So Animal Bond is a god power that summons a tiny little creature. You can see here's our new deck. Let's go ahead and click Add the deck. Pick our deck, select it, and let's fire it up. Let's play our first ranked game. So Nature also has 2 other viable god power options. We could do Leech Life, which would do 2 damage and heal us for 1. And that's 2 random damage to a random creature. Or we could play Forage, which if our void is empty, we get to add a random card to our hand, and it removes 4 cards from the void. But I'm going to go with Animal Bond. Even though we're playing against Magic, Animal Bond isn't great against Blast Wave, maybe. As it can keep blowing away our little creatures, but here he's playing something else anyway. So let's get rid of those high cost cards. I don't think we're going to need Revivification immediately. These look pretty nice. We don't need the Conscript though, so I'm going to go ahead and try for something better. We didn't really get much better. Let's go ahead and play our Wild Hog. Let's see what Discovery does. I have no idea. Put a spell from your void. Pull a spell from your void and put it into your hand. Give it Soulless, and it costs +2 mana. So giving it Soulless means once they cast it once, it goes in here.
This is not the way.
They play this, it gives it Soulless. Next time they play it, a Soulless card does not go into the void, which means they can't keep getting it back repeatedly, time after time. And so this is just for spells. This is a relic or a weapon. So here we can see that we're going to enable Best Friends by playing 1 extra creature. We need to have 2 on board when we play Best Friends. We can use our bag to get an extra gem here, and now we'll get 2 creatures. And we can't attack with this. It has Blitz, so it could attack a creature if he had any creatures. This can go face, but since this was the first turn on board, we can't attack the god. And he's got this relic equipped that does 2 damage to my face every turn, so he just did 2 damage. So next turn we're going to have 3 mana, and we don't have any cards that cost 3 or less. So most likely we're going to be playing Animal Bond, which summons a 1/2 or a 2/1. It summons one of these two at random. And look at that, we have Best Friends plus Animal Bond. That would actually fill up the board too much. So I'm only going to go ahead and play Animal Bond. And I'm going to save Best Friends for... well, let's go ahead and... Since I can go ahead and fill my board up again, I will sacrifice that card. Normally it might have been better to trade the 2/3 and the 2/3 into it, so I would not lose any cards. But since I can immediately replenish, you can have up to 6 creatures on board. Now my board is full again. And he's going to keep doing 2 damage. One more turn, it loses a durability each turn, so I'll be down to 24. It's quite possible he's got some face magic spells like Epiphany, which does, I believe, 6 or 7 damage. 6 damage to my face. And then he's looking to pull it back again, perhaps. What's this? Prescient Spellbinder. Or pick one. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, or look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. It's a rarely played card. So here we can finally play Jump On. The problem is if we play it on a confused creature and it doesn't hit his creature, it's just going to go face. And I would like to remove his creature. Let's go ahead and try and... Confused creatures have a 50% chance of missing. Alright, that didn't work out very well. So, let's try... Oh, confused creatures can drive you crazy. Well... I had given up and was just going to go face. Not loving this, but that's what we've got. So in terms of favor, I have 20 favor. I could buy this Minotaur Phalanx, but he only has 3 favor, so he's not going to be buying anything anytime soon. So I'm just going to sit on this for now. That was the last hit from his relic. I'm down to 24. So you get 3 favor every single time you hit a creature, if your creature lives and theirs dies, or you get 3 favor when you hit their god in the face. Here he's got 3 favor. He's about to kill this card. He's going to be up to 6 favor because he killed a creature and none of his creatures died while that happened. Because it was a spell. If he casted a spell that killed both of our creatures simultaneously, he would still get favor for killing mine. I would not gain any for him killing his own. So next turn we're going to have 5 mana. Not much to do. This is a great card from the Sanctum. It's only 20 favor for a 6 mana 4/8. This card is probably underpriced in the Sanctum. Let's see what he's thinking about.
This is not the way.
He's thinking hard. Super hard. So it looks like he played that spell.
My turn.
And it just didn't register, but it still worked. Just didn't show up until the very end of my turn. Or his turn. So that was a good top deck. If he kills all 3 with some type of spell, he would gain 9 favor, which puts him at 18. So he can't quite buy this. And since he can't buy it, I'm just going to pass. It's possible when I buy this that it will be replaced with something that costs 10 favor, for instance, and then he'd be able to buy it by just killing one creature, and then he'd be able to have more options for his turn. So it's better to not buy things if there's no way that your opponent can buy it. If, of course, he could buy it, then sometimes you need to buy things that you might not even want to buy if you know it's going to help him.
Awaken.
So it looks like he might be out of options here. We're just going to face, God Power, and call it a day. If we got to 6, this would have been a great 6-cost card from the Sanctum, and then at 7 we have double charging Oryxes. These things can actually attack a random character, so it could go face on turn 1. But GG's. So that's just an example of a free-to-play deck. Of course, there are many. It depends on what kind of cards you open up in your packs that you can earn for free. If you need help building a deck, leave a comment below. Swing by my stream. I stream here every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'd be happy to help you build a deck. That's it for this week. I will see you guys again next week for another Meta Monday. With